Everyone, my name is Taisho Kabilo. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking the play button. Happy New Year. I hope that you entered this year well. Yeah, and my prayers and hope are that this year you will fully become the person that God created you to be. My prayers and my hope are that this year you will fully possess all that God has for you. Yes. Yeah, I am very excited about this new series that I'm starting today. And it's a series, the name of the series is Abraham's Blessings. It's a very long one. Yeah, it's a very long one. I'll be covering a lot of things. I think many of us grew up singing and declaring Abraham's blessings. We know a lot about Abraham's blessings. We know a lot about Abraham's faith. Yeah, I think most of us know that, but fewer of us know about the man who was Abraham. Why was he chosen? So with the series of Abraham's blessings, I'll be covering Abraham's blessings, his character, who he was, and also his descendants, what happened after he died. Yeah. And I am so excited. I am so excited about what God shared with me. I'm so excited to be teaching you what God taught me regarding Abraham's blessings. And yeah, so before I start, so today I will be covering Abraham's blessings. And before I do that, I will start with the history of Abraham. I think most of us are familiar with Noah. The Bible tells us that Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. And that is all in Genesis chapter 6 verse 9. So in the time of Noah, the world was corrupt and full of violence, and that made God angry. And God instructed Noah to build an ark to put his family and the animals in the ark, and then God wiped away everything that was remaining with floods. Yeah, so the only people that were saved were the people that were in the ark, Noah and his family and the animals. Yeah, so Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Yeah. So Abraham is from the family line of Shem. Shem is Noah's son. Yeah. So there was a lot of generations in between Shem and Abraham. Yeah. So this is just a high-level summary of where Abraham comes from. Abraham comes from the family line of Shem, and Shem was one of Noah's sons. Yeah. So let's get into Abraham's blessings, and I will read from Genesis chapter 12 verse 2. I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you. This was God speaking to Abraham. I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you. So the first thing that I want us to learn about Abraham's blessings is that God chose Abraham to birth the nation that he will call his people. Yeah. So Abraham was chosen to birth nations that God will call his people. Another thing that I want to mention in this point is that we learned that Abraham came from the family line of Shem, and Shem was the son of Noah. I think it is also important to mention that Ham, which was one of the sons of Noah, saw the nakedness of Noah. Noah cursed him, and his family line of Ham became the people who disobeyed God. Yeah, so that family line of Ham was the nation that was disobedient to God. Yeah, so that context is very important, because sometimes when we read the Bible, we see that there are people who were disobedient, or there were nations that were not worshiping God, and sometimes we don't know where are those people coming from. Yeah, so I think that context is important. Yeah. So the first point that I just shared with you is that Abraham was chosen to birth the nation that God will call his people. Yes. The second point that I have here is that God blessed Abraham. It's still in verse 2. I will make you into a great nation and I will bless you. God blessed Abraham. Yeah, God blessed Abraham. Yeah. And later in the series, I will be teaching on how Abraham passed this blessing that he received from God to his son Isaac, and how his son Isaac passed it to Jacob. Yeah, I'll be teaching that later in the series. So Abraham was never blessed by his earthly father. He did that to his son Isaac, but he was never, there is no way in the Bible where it tells us that Abraham received the blessings from his father. So it came from God. Abraham was blessed by God. Abraham was blessed by the source here. And the person watching this video, God can bless you. God can bless you this year. God can bless you. And the Hebrew word for this word bless is barak. One of the meanings of this word abundantly. One of the meanings of this word is abundantly, congratulate, greatly, salute. Yeah, that's what it means to be blessed by God. And then the thing about the blessing of God is that it overrides all the curses of men. Yeah, people can curse you. Your parents might curse you directly or indirectly. Your parents can curse you indirectly by giving you a name that means pain, a name that means sorrow. That's how parents curse children indirectly. And we also see that in the Bible there was a man named Jabez who was cursed by his mother. The name that his mother gave him was Jabez, and Jabez means sorrowful and grief. Yeah, so this name was causing him a lot of sorrow. Yeah, so Jabez was cursed because of his name, and he made a prayer. He made a prayer in 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verse 10. Let me read it. Jabez cried out to God of Israel, "O God, you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your name be with me and keep me from harm so that I'll be free from pain." And God granted him his request. So if you have been cursed, you can pray for a blessing of God. You can pray for God to bless you. Yeah, the blessing of God overrides all the curses of men. The blessing of the Lord overrides all the curses of men. Yeah. So Abraham was blessed by God, and the person watching this video, God can bless you. God can bless you. Yeah. And point number 3 that I have here regarding Abraham's blessings is that Abraham was a blessing. Abraham was a blessing. And we see this in verses 2 and verse 3 of Genesis chapter 12. Let me read it. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Verse 3, I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse, and all the peoples on earth will be blessed through you. That is good news. That is good news that, when God blesses you, you become a blessing. You become a blessing. When God blesses you, you are not a burden. You are not a problem to the society. You are not a burden to your nation, but you are a blessing. You are a blessing. And Abraham was a blessing. Yeah. And yeah, if you're blessed by God, people will be blessed through you. Yeah. So that's where I will end today. For part 2, I will continue with other points regarding Abraham's blessings. And today we learned that Abraham was blessed by God. Abraham was blessed by God, and you can also be blessed by God. We learned that God chose Abraham's seed to be his people, to be his nation. We learned that Abraham was a blessing, and my encouragement today is that, you know what, God can bless you. God can bless you. Pray the prayer that Jabez prayed. Yeah, if you want the blessing of God in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in part 2 of Abraham's blessings.